Welcome to the Super Sellout podcast.
Episode 7! Yeah, man. Seven weeks of doing this podcast.
I'm gonna run out of fingers soon.
Almost at the 2 digits.
That's right. It's good to be here for me.
And it's good to see you guys are viewing. We've seen like a whole bunch of you guys tune into podcasts. There's like 20 of you guys out there who've watched some of our videos.
We've made something like 1,700 impressions, which means that the videos are coming up in search results.
Yeah, man. Trending topics. That's how you do it, man. That's
Yeah.
how you game the system.
We are like, we're going to become experts in YouTube social media marketing by the end of this. Or maybe you will, I won't.
Yeah, man. Don't worry, we're a team. Until I become successful, then I drop you
No.
like a bag of crap.
Sorry, Jack, but I had this really good deal. I'm replacing you with Logan Paul. Fuck.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna put it out there. If either of us get the opportunity where we get to drop the other for Logan Paul, no hard feelings, okay?
I will have very hard feelings, actually.
Hey, man, like, statistics are more likely you're the one that will drop me for Logan Paul than vice versa.
I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't want to associate with someone like you.
I'm too smart. He'll just look dumb.
Oh, I thought it would be because you're fat.
Oh, man. What an asshole. You totally get along with him. Alright, well. Time for more quality YouTube video viewings. And, oh fuck, I totally forgot to change the order of these things. Oh, well. Well, let's go to our first video. So this is currently trending number 1 at the moment.
I thought you were about to stop the recording. I panicked.
Nah,
I
man.
texted this clip to my wife, who wanted proof I wasn't doing anything stupid
So,
on a recent trip to the Bahamas.
this
And
first
one day,
video
my feet are doing
It's called Testing If Sharks Can Smell a Drop of Blood.
in shark-infested waters with a bucket of blood 20 miles away from any land. Well, that comes down to a conversation I had with my friends at the...
Look at that very subtle advertisement there. He's wearing an America Online shirt.
Yeah.
You reckon they paid him to wear that shirt?
I don't know, man, but it's like just a little bit of product placement. Although in YouTube, you have to disclose all of your contract,
Or your, like,
promotions.
sponsorships and shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Place advertisements and
So
shit,
if
yeah.
he is being paid by America Online, it would have to be in his description, or I think he actually has to say it in the video. I'm sponsored by these people.
But, like, technically, he could be just, like, sponsored to wear it in general, not for YouTube specific. Does that count?
I don't know.
I
I think if you're going to advertise it on YouTube, the rules are that you have to disclose all your sponsorships, which I personally don't think you should have to do on YouTube. Like, it's ethically correct to show all your sponsorships, but I mean, if you go to a fucking movie, I mean, they don't have to say in the movie, by the way, we're sponsored by Coke.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, like, Porsche gave us these cars to fucking drive into tanks in Fast and Furious. Just because we hope that you guys want to buy these cars.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, which is, it's
know-
actually a thing though.
You know, we're getting a bit sidetracked already. You know, in like military type movies where they like present the United States military in some way, they will actually provide a lot of the like jets and tanks and shots and shit like that.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
But you can't represent the military in a negative way when you do that.
Of course,
You
yeah.
got to have a lot of those kind of like Top Gun type shots where look how cool the military and the Air Force are and blah, blah, blah. Like, look at us.
Yeah, join the military. Ivan
I
Netanyahu.
was going to say that.
Friendlyjordies, you're not the only one that can reference Simpsons.
More on that later.
Yeah. Alright, back to the video.
6 months ago. They told me Shark Week is coming up, and they want to know what I
Oh,
can
so
do
that's how he was
to put me
sponsored.
in the middle of the ocean on a boat surrounded by sharks. For as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to test if sharks can
Pointed
really
to the
smell
shirt,
a
yeah.
drop of blood
Yeah,
in
man.
water from a mile away. Now, before you say Mythbusters already did this, they kind of did this. As you can see,
I want to put it out there. Mythbusters is entertaining, but they are not... I wouldn't say it's scientifically accurate, but like, their testing methodology is really shit.
It can be, yeah.
So shit, man. they're so arbitrary. It's like they don't have a control group, and they don't have independent variables. They're just like, let's just try to blow shit up and hope you guys are dumb enough not to realize.
But I think even they would admit, at least in this case, the methodology was less than scientifically rigorous. So I came up with a more robust
That humble brag of his YouTube channel plaque on the background.
Yeah, right. Don't worry, we'll have one.
I want to have more than one, man. I'm gonna have one for me and one for us. And then you can get one for yourself as well.
To kick things off, I sat down with my marine biologist, shark diving expert friend, Luke Tipple, and explained my plan to him. Eventually, I planned to test just how far they could smell a single drop of blood in the water. But first,
He probably got that a lot.
That they actually preferred blood over any other scent. So for my first experiment, I planned to put 4 surfboards in the water, equidistant from the back of the boat. Each
Boat
board
not
would
to
have
scale.
2 liters of a different liquid that we would pump into the ocean over the course of an hour. Then, using a 3-meter radius around each board as a gauge, we would use drone footage and count how many sharks went over to check out each board. So this board would be fish oil, which I heard was a general attractant for lots of fish. Then we would have cow's blood here, then seawater here as a control to make sure the sharks weren't just interested in the surfboard, and then finally urine. I've heard from surfers that a lot of them won't pee in their wetsuits because they feel like it's going to attract a shark.
Lol.
No surfer alive who doesn't pee in their wetsuit. But yes, it's definitely...
Have you heard anything about peeing in your wetsuit?
No.
Like, I remember when I was younger as a kid.
I just heard don't do it.
Really? I kind of heard the opposite. I heard from someone that's like, oh yeah, like when you get into certain waters and it's really cold, like you can just warm yourself up by peeing in your wetsuit.
Something that I've heard a lot. Delivery surfers everywhere.
Yeah, and unlike a pool, it's like,
After a bit more discussion, Luke was on board
yeah,
for the first
it doesn't make the pool water blue, which is a myth, I think, actually.
I think that is a myth.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, because it's supposed to be something to do with chlorine. One thing that is true, by the way, is you know that iconic, like, pool smell?
Yeah.
That comes from urine. That doesn't come from chlorine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's something to do with the chlorine mixing with the urine.
I actually think it
chemicals.
was this guy who we're watching now who looked into it. He was talking to someone about, who was saying that, oh, well, there's a chemical in your pee that reacts with chlorine, and it creates that smell.
Pee smell, yeah.
And
Pool smell, yeah.
And he was sitting there and he's like, I don't believe that. So he got 2 buckets, filled one with water and normal chlorine, and then he put a little bit of pee in the second bucket, left him outside for like a day and a half, and then came over, smelt the first one, and it just smelt like water, and he goes, oh, fuck.
Shit, man.
Opened up the pee one, and he was like, that is the nostalgic pool smell that I remember.
It's probably the biggest argument for why Australians should go to the beach instead of going to a swimming pool. Now when you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're going to show off our cool technology to make us seem way smarter than we actually are. Actually, to be honest, he's actually pretty smart.
Scientific donations from the crew.
Wait. Was he still holding a camera while he was taking a piss?
We also started collecting.
Hey, he's got to get the shot, right?
scientific donations from the
He's still holding the camera while taking a piss.
What do you want to do first, pee or blood? Yeah, you. Let's do pee. Okay. Let's do rock, paper, scissors for who holds the bucket and who holds the bag. Okay, wait. I gotta strategize. Okay, I know it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. Damn it.
What's up? Do you know what that white dot behind his ear was? Okay.
Oh, that smells so bad. Whichever it is, then he...
Do you remember there was that like Adam Sandler movie? I think it was called Hard Target or something. Nah, you wouldn't remember it. Where he's like, "Ew, you fucking made me pee on myself," and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's not that bad. It's my pee. When you go to sleep, I'm gonna pee on you. And then it's gonna be someone else's pee. It's way worse."
It sounds familiar, but no.
Oh no, okay.
Need to hydrate, dude.
But yeah, when you get your own pee on you, it's not that bad. But having someone else's pee on you is like so much worse, right?
Yeah, man. That's like if you come across like vomit. You're like, it's the grossest thing ever, but if you puke, you're like, Oh, that's kind of gross.
Yeah. And it's like when you jizz, and it's my jizz, it's not that bad. But someone else's jizz is like, oh fuck, I'm getting the shit, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. There's a feeding frenzy.
Just get sidetracked so much. But I guess that's why this format's good. We're not even really focusing on the videos. It's just prompting us for like random discussions.
I know, right?
This is what we get for not being able to afford guests. These videos are our guests.
Bravely swimming the 4 surfboards out and anchoring them in place in preparation for the 1-hour countdown. Now is a perfect time.
Talking about anchors, when I was growing up, I was always under the impression that like an anchor on a ship was supposed to just hook into the ground underneath the water. But then now that I'm older, I just figure, oh yeah, it's just this heavy thing attached to a rope that makes you very difficult to pull in a specific situation.
No.
Isn't it?
No. Okay. Have you ever been on a boat?
Yeah, a couple of times, but not really.
Okay, have you ever seen someone anchor a boat? Just like a fishing boat.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so when someone's anchoring a fishing boat, so what he has to do, he drives, and while he's driving the boat, he throws the anchor out, and then it sinks, hits the bottom, and then he keeps driving the boat slowly till it locks in.
Oh, really?
So it's actually, why do you think it's got like
the hooks and
the
shit,
hooks
right?
on it? Because it's actually got to hold on to something.
What happens if the water's really deep and you can't get it to hook into?
Well, you normally don't fish out like in the open ocean where it's like fucking 10,000 miles down or some shit.
Okay. Well.
And to explain the cool tech on
now I look like an idiot.
I designed and built from scratch.
That's okay. I'm just gonna cut that out.
You gotta seem like the smart one at all times.
After Luke has them in place.
No.
That means we need to somehow start the pumps using a radio signal from the boat. So each surfboard has a waterproof receiver box like this that also hosts.
Bro, we don't need you to explain it. Just it's remote controlled and it pumps shit into the water.
And as soon as I hit this button, they all start pumping at the same time. We know each pump is working because the corresponding yellow light is lit up. That's important because they're too far away from the boat to see if they're functioning properly. To pump the blood and pee, we're using a peristaltic pump. This is a perfect choice because it's a totally...
This 3D animation is pretty cool.
From the bag to the ocean, since the blood never touches any sort of valve or something. It just has these.
That's what you get when you're sponsored, man. You can afford an editor to like render that shit.
To be similar to a severed artery. And so with the boards in place, it was go time. Operation Shark Bait testing commence. 3, 2.
His intros are as good as ours.
Nah, man, we're way better. We're light years ahead of him.
Everything is rolling. The experiment is underway. We'll let them go for an hour. Just
to be honest, like
yeah, let's see what happens.
The scientific significance of his videos isn't that great, but they're always just like really entertaining videos to watch.
And after 10 minutes, I was really surprised there wasn't a lot of action on any of the boards. So far it's pretty interesting. I mean...
Oh, apparently one thing. Like, supposedly, wearing a wetsuit makes you more of a target to sharks than not wearing a wetsuit. Because supposedly, sharks mistake people in wetsuits for, like, seals. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that with just fins and surfboards. If you're sitting on top of a surfboard and just like kicking your feet in the water, they confuse flippers for fins.
Ah, okay.
That's a big one as well. Sharks actually don't really like the taste of people, like at all.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time a shark won't just straight up attack someone and start eating it. They'll take a bite and then go, oh, I don't quite like that. And so they'll just let go.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That's what, but like if you come across like a starving shark, I'm sure it'll fucking devour you. But
yep.
Sean, if you have a massive cut and you're bleeding out, and there's this many sharks within like 50 yards of you, that they're kind of like, meh.
I don't know.
Already, that's an
To be honest,
finding, right?
if there are that many sharks around you and you're bleeding, do you try to escape and then die inevitably, or do you just swim into the middle of the sharks and just hope they kill you as soon as possible? Or do you just like try to drown yourself and just be like, alright. Yeah, right.
Then you die. About 20 minutes in, things were still pretty quiet, especially at the fish oil, urine, and control boards. But then the blood board started attracting some smaller fish, and soon after, 1 or 2 sharks started taking notice. Not a lot of love for my pee. I don't know why I find that kind of offensive, but I'm just a little hurt. Eventually, with about 15 minutes left, things started getting pretty wild over by the blood board. The blood was spread out and made almost like a blood runway. So you have this surreal line of sharks swimming up this enticing blood
like a whole
trail
line of
one
them.
after another, only to be super disappointed to find a big piece of styrofoam.
Fucking gypped.
Yeah, right? These sharks are like, what the fuck, I got pranked.
The motors have stopped. Our experiment is done. I'd just like to point out the bags have been sucked dry, so the engineering part of this experiment works flawlessly. Dude, there were sharks everywhere. Are you serious? Yeah. No, 2 super pissed off tigers. And so now it's time to go in and review the footage and get a final tally for each board. And what we found was that 4 sharks went to check out the fish oil, then 0 sharks went to check out both the control and the urine. And then the blood board had a direct visit from a whopping 41 sharks. And so now that we debunked some surfing myths about urine and proved
I always love it when they have graphs like that. It's like they first show you the like numbers that don't matter, and then the last number is always like fucking like tremendously high.
And there was one part of the experimental design that was really nagging at me. Because that was cow's blood, right?
That was cow's blood. You don't do human blood.
I want to try human blood.
We've got at least 10 living, breathing blood bags around here.
It's worth noting, not everyone was as stoked as Luke and I about this idea. Yeah, and then just draw it, we'll just have fresh blood, just mainline it and put it in the water.
Why not? Would you be down?
To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if he's already drawn his blood and now he's just fucking dazed and kind of high as he's talking. Look at him! He's like,
Before I came on the set, man, I donated some blood, you know what I mean? I'm down.
Window, what do you reckon? Look at me.
You can have all the
So we
bingo.
made some calls, and soon enough, we had an amazing
But here's the thing.
certified Bahamian phlebotomist on board.
The reason why they didn't go after his piece because there was probably such a high alcohol content in it. And they're like, oh, what the fuck's this?
I'm like, oh, that's totally cool, and I like, pop the ball.
Just this request of like, oh yeah, we need you to come out to like deep waters to draw some blood. Doesn't seem sketchy at all, eh? To the nurse.
This is my actual blood.
Fucking rich people.
If they do,
Crazy schemes.
probably won't go free dining with them. For the second experiment, we had 3 boards. Again, we placed the control in the middle. The board over here would pump the human blood slowly at 1 drop a minute, and then on the other side, this board would pump the blood fast, on average 1 drop every 4 seconds. We were able to do that because another cool feature for the boxes we built was that by turning this knob, you can control the flow rate. So over time,
I really like that they didn't just stop at the first experiment and say, well, there you go, myth prove it. It's like, it's proven, right?
It's busted or it's, yeah.
Yeah, they were
Plausible.
like, okay, well, let's take this a step further. Let's try and see how attracted to blood they are now.
Yeah, man.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so the scientist in me, like, hates Mythbusters, but the guy that just likes seeing shit blow up likes Mythbusters. But that's why I respect this guy's channel for. Mark Rober apparently subscribed to him after you subscribe to us. Yeah, it's because he respects the scientific process, man.
We all have to step up and just do our part. While Luke once again risked his life by placing the 3 boards, I prepared to push a button.
Oh man, what a hero!
1.
He's so, like, blood deprived right now. He just...
Alright,
Ready?
all of them are,
Are we ready?
Yeah, but like,
Ready?
his buddy's swimming into shark infested waters after
Yeah.
donating blood. He's the fucking hero.
1 drop of human blood every 4 seconds may sound like a lot, and it certainly is. But it's also important
not.
to note that's 40 times less than the first experiment where we saw so much activity. In this case, halfway into experiment number 2, even though there were tons of sharks still in the area, the boards themselves were pretty quiet. We'll have to see when we look at the footage afterwards, but so far, it looks like the answer's no. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Experiment's over. And so after the full hour,
That's
we
a
brought in the
Minecraft
boards
sound.
and once again reviewed the footage to see that over the
He
course
added
of
a
an hour,
Minecraft
0
fucking
sharks
sound to
checked
the
out the
button.
control board, 0 checked out the slow blood pumping.
That is true, eh? Like, now that you're a little bit older, when you watch a whole bunch of videos and shit in, like, movies, like,
You start
yeah.
recognizing different sound bites.
Yeah.
I notice it heaps in Star Wars. Like the opening, like an opening door sound effect is used across so many different Star Wars games and movies. I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
It's the same one.
And punching someone doesn't make that, like, sound,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
Board, and exactly 0 sharks checked out the fast one.
They learned their lesson. They're like, nah, fuck this guy.
Experiment, but I think it's safe to qualitatively say that if no sharks came to check out 15 drops of human blood a minute in the middle of shark-infested waters, you're probably going to be okay with a small scrape. I mean, there certainly won't be some kind of feeding frenzy with a single drop of blood from all sharks within a mile. Now that I had some first-hand data to put my mind at ease, I was willing to try diving with the sharks without a cage, but I had one final experiment. I had a theory that if we secured a 360 camera to the front of a hand spear and then shot it near some sharks, we could create the world's first really cool Matrix-like underwater bullet time effect. So I suited up and got it.
Yeah, but those sharks are tiny. Yeah, they're nothing compared to our Australian great white sharks, man. Or whale sharks.
Well, the guy they're with is an Aussie.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably why he doesn't. Why he isn't afraid. Look at those teeth, though. God damn. That's pretty cool there. He was able to, like, flip it. What I don't understand is, why are there fish swimming around sharks, right? Like...
Well, you never learned about that in school?
No, we did more hard science.
Okay, well... They're like, I think...
They're like vultures, right?
They get a lot of, like, food and shit from just, like...
Scavenging?
Cleaning sharks.
Oh,
So
okay.
these little fish will swim with the big sharks and clean them, and the sharks just won't fuck with them, because it's like... It's a relationship that's working both ways for them, so the sharks just let them do it.
Okay.
It's kind of like...
Symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, someone did a video about Venom recently, and how the I think it was actually Game Theory did a video on Spider-Man and the symbiotes.
Probably film theory.
Yeah, and it was talking about what is it actually a symbiote? And no, I think it was Austin. But I'm not sure, whatever it was, but he was talking about, is it actually a symbiote? And then, because science.
Oh, yeah, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle from Because Science. He came up with an official title for, like, what you could call the Spider-Man symbiote, the Venom symbiote. That's a good watch if you want to sort of understand how this fish-shark relationship works. How, like, they sort of work together, in a sense. Because the sharks provide the fish protection, and the fish clean the shark.
Cool.
I'm the one coming out with the fun facts today.
Yeah, no, it's Bizarro World today.
Because you just expect the fish to just get fucking devoured the second they come near, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's just our like impression of what sharks are like.
It's just more evidence of
These
the
Aussie.
amazing animal that sharks are, but also the
Oh, yeah.
ability to point people
Look at
in
this, it's like a fucking puppy
say,
dog.
hey, your thoughts about them are a little overblown.
This experience definitely changed my perception on sharks. I would say I respect them more after seeing their raw power up close, but at the same time, there's less of that fear that comes from ignorance. Other than
Alright,
all that, I didn't die.
Think that's it.
14
Cool.
years ago.
Alright.
I think he's just gonna like talk
Yeah,
about some
nice.
shit.
Ads.
Yeah.
Alright, next one.
Cool. That was a good video.
What up, I'm Lachlan. Take it that you're Jackson.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you.
Right, so is this your first McDonald's training session?
Have you ever? No, you haven't worked at a McDonald's or fast food place ever, eh?
No, I refused. Mum kept telling me to, and I kept saying, fuck that.
Oh man, my mum would give me so much shit if I ever got a job like this.
Oh, yeah.
Not to say that you guys shouldn't, or to disparage you guys or anything.
No, I think you should actually, if you have the opportunity to work in a shit environment like McDonald's or any other fast food chain, you should do it. Mostly because I think you should get the experience in something that's fast moving. Because the amount of fucking people that come through like my kind of industry and they just kind of treat it like a holiday and they won't work hard. I think you can get some good work skills just from being in that more fast-paced, high-stress environment.
To be honest, it's a pretty good gauntlet of skills to learn from McDonald's. Like being able to talk with people, being able to serve them, being able to follow procedure, like how to handle food, like the whole fucking selection. It's actually pretty good.
It's a good mixed bag. Looking, like I still don't want to do it, but looking back, I can see how beneficial working in that kind of industry would be. For a couple of years.
Especially with young kids, like, because young kids always have the biggest problem of like, oh yeah, are they going to show up to work? Are they going to be late and shit? And the fact that if you can hold a McDonald's job down for like 6 months, just means that you're legit enough to be employed. So.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, let's get to the basics. First thing you do when you start your shift, walk through the door, boot the ice cream machine.
Boot the ice cream machine?
Yeah, just give it a kick. It takes about 8 kicks for it to break. If everybody kicks it on the way in, it should break by about 4 o'clock.
Why would you want to intentionally break the ice cream machine?
It's still policy. Next thing you need to do, go into the barbecue sauce box, pull out a few of them, put them in the sweet and sour box.
What, mix them up?
Yeah, just so there's a slight chance of getting it wrong.
Why would we do that?
Next, someone comes through the drive-thru.
He just ignores him.
Busy. Take the person's order, but don't put it into the system.
What?
Then you tell them to wait in bay 3. Wait 15 minutes, then put the order in. When you bring them their order, apologise for the wait and offer them a complimentary soft serve.
What if the ice cream machine's broken?
Exactly. Now, when you bring a meal together, you need to get at least one thing wrong every time. Wrong sauce, no napkins.
God damn. This is why I hate drive-thru, man. Why I hate drive-thru. Like, they just get you out of the way before you can check your order. And then by the time you're home, you're like, oh shit, they forgot to put a fucking drink in. Whatever. They got to give me like my wicked wings or my crispy strips or whatever. Like, I swear to God, like, no matter if it's like Hungry Jack's has a pretty decent record from
So
our
far, yeah.
yeah. But KFC has like I don't know if it's just our actually no, it's a lot of KFCs in general, but I think that the KFC near our house is pretty fucking bad. They always fuck our order up, man. Always.
It's always one thing.
Yeah, man. God damn it.
Every time?
Yes, and if you want to go above and beyond, with their burger.
Also, I've got more fucking bones to pick. That's why I chose this video as well. Why do they just not always give you a napkin, right? It's not costing him that much. Napkins are cheap, especially when they bulk order.
That actually does really annoy me. So I'll go to the drive-thru around the corner from work sometimes, and I'll get something that just comes in a box, yeah?
Yeah.
KFC gives you those box meals. So I might just order like, oh, fuck it, can I just get 6 wings? They throw the wings in a box, give it to me, I take it, open it up, chips are in there, wings are in there. I already got my drink, but it's like there's no fucking napkins. And
Yeah, right?
their fucking wings are so goddamn, like, greasy. I don't want to put my hands on my steering wheel or anything. I just fucking... Because I eat in the car, yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, just... Why isn't it just, like... With every single order, why don't you just give them that little fucking napkin pack they have?
Yeah. Or at least just 2 or 3 napkins, man.
Yeah.
At least that.
Just something.
Because it wastes way more time than the money you're trying to save by just, like, you going back there and ask for napkins and shit.
Yeah, it's like someone asked me, I'm like, yeah, I do want them, but thanks for asking, instead of just not giving them to me.
For you guys that work in the fast food industry, comment in the comment section down below if it's actually store policy to just be like not put napkins in, like unless they ask. Is it like a cost cutting measure or something? Like could
Or do
be.
you just forget?
Yeah, let us know in the description below. I just baited them into putting comments in the comment section. I'll edit that out.
You get the mayo, too much mayo. Have you ever had 3 times the recommended dose of mayonnaise?
Why would I do this?
Have you ever had fucking 5 pickles?
What? Like 5 things of pickles?
That's
Or like,
just like, I swear someone's just taken my burger, thrown a handful of fucking pickles in there and given it to me.
and you don't really like pickles, eh?
I like pickles. I hate McDonald's pickles.
Oh, okay.
And also, my dad ordered a Grand Angus one day. Just a normal Grand Angus. Opened the box when he got home. No bun! No bun!
It was just like the meat and
The
like...
meat, the sauce, the lettuce.
How do you fuck that up?
The most bizarre thing I've ever seen in fucking up a McDonald's order ever.
That.
Do what?
All of this.
All of what?
Why do you want me to do my job so poorly?
Listen, Jackson, we have a responsibility out there to keep expectations low. Once we start providing good service, people start expecting good service. People are going to come to Mac.
That's a pretty good point.
No reason to raise the bar too high for ourselves. You know what I mean?
I decided to work here because I have a passion for quality food and service.
Did you say that as a job interview?
Yes.
Right. I took a chance on you. I saw something in you that no one else saw. I saw potential for shit service.
I want to do my job properly.
Right, well, we'll stick you on the graveyard shift for the next 12 weeks. That'll sap the joy from your soul pretty quick.
Why can't you just...
Is that why you got so many graveyard shifts?
The actual reason I got graveyard shifts, according to my... I sort of, like he tells me now, because I'm on the management team, he likes to put people he sees potential in going into supervisor on the real shit shifts, like the really bad ones, to see if they'll, like, stick it out, if they'll, like, sink or swim, right?
Ah, okay.
So he'll just give them a lot of graveyards and see how they go. Because you're working by yourself, you're probably pretty tired when you're there, and it's also when some of the shittier people come through.
Okay, cool.
teach me how to do the job properly?
Because my manager didn't do that to me, and his manager didn't do that to him. Why would I start now?
This place is a disgrace.
Maybe you just aren't cut out for it.
Maybe I'm not.
Well, then get out of here if you're going to have that attitude.
Lachlan,
What?
I got something to tell you.
What?
My name's not actually Jackson. My name's Anthony McDonald, and I'm the CEO of McDonald's. This has been a quality control test, and you have passed.
No way.
Look at cameras there, there.
See them.
You displayed the McDonald's spirit and hold your ground when challenged. That's exactly what we're looking for in
That's
a
such a
man.
good twist.
Now go out there and get things wrong.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
My name's Anthony McDonald.
As if, like, it's a family-owned business.
Yeah, right.
Like, it wasn't even owned by McDonald's when it franchised. It was, like, it was actually, the rights were bought out by these, like, investor guys. So, yeah. So, McDonald's never got to be a part of the franchise at all.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, you know this one. Okay.
Alright,
Before we get on
so
with the-
skip this fucking ad bullshit at the start. So we'll watch the start just because I think it's interesting and there's probably a little bit of talk about game development we can have during this.
Yay!
And then I vaguely have some timestamps in my head.
Hi there.
So, for people out there who don't know, what is a game jam?
So a game jam is something that you probably do if you go to university and you study game design. You might do a couple of these. I had a girlfriend who was in game design, and a game jam is basically when you walk into your like class or whatever, and there'll be a big group of you, and you'll divide out into different smaller groups. So there might be like something like 5 or 6 teams or whatever. And then you'll have something vaguely in the area of like 48 hours or 24 hours. They'll decide beforehand how long they're going to do it for to make a game. And you'll just get a prompt. Here's your prompt. This is how much time you have. Everyone knows their area. Go make a game. And then at the end of it, you get an absolute piece of shit game, and people try and sell it on Steam early access for $20.
Yeah, it's like the quality of these games, like the quality of these games is real low, but it's like I guess it's really like
It's a fun exercise to get you excited about game development, and because game development can take years. Yeah, if you're building a game, you can be working on it for a really, really long time. But if you do a game jam, it gives you that feeling of completing something in a really short space of time, and so it gives you you might want to keep chasing that feeling of completing something, hopefully on a bigger scale.
Yeah, it really distills the essence of like game development into a very short period. But yeah, okay.
And I think they're really good exercises. I just hate it when people try and fucking sell their game jam games or put them online and fucking then people say, "Well, what a great concept."
And this is the Jontron head-to-head game jam. Today, two mighty teams will face off against one another.
I'm surprised this isn't sponsored. Usually it's sponsored by like some sort of like game or peripheral company or something.
It is sponsored. I skipped the sponsorship.
Oh, okay.
They will undertake this Herculean task
All right.
in separate chambers. Each one
There was the
fully
mobile
outfitted
game
with
that he's been
set of all
sponsored
the
by for the
necessary tools
last
and hardware
fucking like 10
required to build
videos.
their masterpiece. The footage you're about to see is not pre-planned or doctored in any way. It follows in real time each team's journey to outdo the other in the art of interactive
Also, I just
entertainment.
noticed,
So without further ado,
this is the dumbest thing that you're ever going to hear tonight, because I just find this kind of funny. Your monitor is a Flattron, and we're watching Jontron on your Flattron.
Okay, cool.
let's meet our teams. In the right corner, we have the mighty Team Gumdrop, featuring Chris O'Neill, animator,
That's Oni.
musician, and the one and only.
Oh, is that Oni from Oni Cartoons?
Yeah.
Michael Swain.
Oh, that's
programmer,
cool.
Professional Flash game developer and avid hot sauce historian. Matt Jolly, animator, game developer, and creator of the Madness series on Newgrounds. And opposing them today, the unparalleled Team Unsane Consequences, featuring Jontron, man who has never made a game, Tom Jackson, Unity expert with over 15 years industry experience, and Claudia Kovacs, 3D and UI artist, clocking in.
It'd be funny if like he rigged the game so like one team was really shitty and then the other team, his team, was like him and like two big star game developers.
So the direction they went for is they put Oni on one team and John on the other team, and it's kind of like they're not like super experienced like in
They're both
game
useless,
development. Oni's a lot more useful than John is. I'll just put it out there. But then they put two people who actually do have experience in game development or do work in game development on their team with them. So it's kind of like two people on either team are just carrying the whole thing.
Okay. They're just like team mascots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between her and Tom, they've completed over 30 game jams to date.
Oh man, that's a lot.
All right, now that you're all acquainted with each other, why don't you shake hands? It's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be cool. Looking forward to playing. I bet you're wondering, by the way, why I'm here twice. Good luck. It's because it's a little thing called when the guy who's gonna play the host 3 hours before you shoot this whole thing you've been playing for 10 months just doesn't show up. So it was either me, who was supposed to be standing there for real. This is not a joke, by the way. I wasn't supposed to
It's not even a joke, by the way.
All right, everyone. How the hell are you doing? The next 72 hours of your lives are going to be very interesting indeed. But only 3 of you can leave.
There's something charming about just like
So,
Going off
if you manage to
script.
complete
Yeah.
the mission and impress the judges, you will be the proud owner
I love
of
the
this
honesty.
prize. That's right. This trophy comprised entirely of vague monetary value. I'm moved.
oh, that's cool, I guess.
All right, now that you all know the stakes, it's time to get your prompts, which will dictate the kind of game you're making. Well, let's go to it. All right, here we are with the Promptomatic. Rules are pretty simple. There's 15 prompts. Whatever prompt you get, you've got to make a game based on it. Each team gets 2 vetoes, and then we pick. So, if you don't like 2, you veto them. If we don't like 2, we veto them, so that basically you can get rid of one you really don't want to do. All right, so Team Gumdrop, what's your first veto?
I really hate that one. I don't want to do this. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Okay, game about the depressed archaeologist. Gone. In my
Okay.
opinion, I really...
You're gonna say the same one as me.
Well, which one are you thinking?
Postmodern art house game with user-generated content.
Holy shit. That seems so specific.
I know, right?
Postmodern art house, friendship is really fluffy, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah,
You like-
I'm good with that.
Okay, we're gonna take this one out of the running. Okay, so What's your second point?
I think we really despise the idea of making a cooking game. Where's that?
Okay. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
The cross between Cookie Clicker and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but funnier.
That seems like a pretty good idea, I'm not gonna lie.
I think that'd be fucking so hard, man. I couldn't think of any ideas for that.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater was a good game, though.
I used to like it.
Oh, I guess the last one. I feel like that crowdfunding one is the one I hate the most.
Yeah, probably out of all of them. That's the weirdest and hardest.
Issues of drugs and fear.
Okay, we're taking out
Yeah, it seems real lame.
Student project focus on drugs and fear. Goodbye. So we have 11 prompts left, and now this is the catch. Each team picks for the other team, but there's only one way to find out who goes first. And you know what that is, don't you? A guinea pig race.
What?
Bring them out. All right, here we are. Rules are pretty simple.
They had enough time to plan a guinea pig race, but they couldn't get a second host.
The match. We're gonna let them ride, and whoever teams gets to the center first wins, and they get to pick first. Okay, so Claudia will be doing the honors, and who's doing the honors on your team?
Chris, you're Devin. Take it.
Okay, here we go. Chris and Claudia, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2.
I bet they're just gonna sit there and do nothing.
Go.
Yep.
Is this Ling Ling? Go! Ling Ling, come on.
Oh.
Come on, you fool. Ling Ling, what are you doing?
Wrong way.
It's the wrong way.
That's the point of the maze, unfortunately.
They probably just run out of film.
Yes. Oh no, don't distract it. Don't distract it.
He's looking up. He's backing off right now.
You're gonna love what happens.
Dude, he just give up.
He cheats.
He just climbs over the wall.
Yes. You clever little thing.
Oh my god, a surprise, an upset. Ling Ling is the winner, and Kiwi's useless. There you go. Alright, everyone's a winner today.
Except us. They won.
You get to put yours down now, though.
Alright, Team Gum.
Oh.
That's pretty good. It's just cheat.
You get to pick first.
Did you miss what he said? He said you get to put yours down now.
Oh, shit.
You wield a bazooka, which is attached to an assault rifle and misfires often.
Okay, that's all.
Oh, that seems pretty good. Why would he choose that for the opponent?
Which is attached to an assault rifle and misfires often. I think that's got some good potential.
Yeah, I like it. That's good.
It's a thumbs up on it. Okay, you guys have been making, we decided, this one, a game where you control a clumsy pirate who hates the monarchy. So, there you go.
Right from Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming for you next.
Alright, enough chat. Let the game jam commence!
So they're doing 72 hours.
Which is how many days?
So they're gonna go for about 4 days? 3 days.
3 days.
3 days. Okay.
Proceed.
Yeah, makes sense. So, like, they just kind of start off, they're just, like, talking about their ideas. So they literally do, like, a gun that misfires often.
Yep.
But I really like their one. So did you see what their prompt was?
What was it again?
Hopefully, I'll fast forward a bit.
Off to a great start. Okay, we need to make a game where you control a clumsy pirate who hates the monarchy.
A
Alright.
clumsy pirate who hates the
What?
monarchy. And so they spitball ideas to start off with.
They got shafted way harder than Jontron's team.
Yeah, right. But I think it's really funny. So they're talking about ideas to start off with.
Right. Anybody
So they're coming up with... They just write down, like, all of their, like, prompt words. So they put down pirate, monarchy, clumsy.
Yeah.
for pirates, or are we kind of running out of options here? We got the ARG kind, the Somali kind, and the software kind. Right. Anybody who takes
ARG, Somalian, or software?
Water's kind of implied. Whatever we do, we can work with water.
Right.
But I don't know that water is one of our strengths. So if we're going to go for water, even using out-of-box Unity stuff, I don't know that we're going to have the best possible product as a result of that.
Do you not think maybe it'd be a good idea to, like, start with a mechanic or a simple concept?
One thing that really surprises me about this video is that... So I do think they got Oni on just to kind of be like their team mascot kind of guy. But it's this other one who's sitting down, who seems to be more front and center.
Yeah.
Throughout this whole thing, even though he's like the game dev guy they brought on. Whereas on the other team, like their two like game dev people don't really do anything. Like, well, they do all the work, but they don't really talk much. And Jontron's like the one who's front and center. So I think it's funny that Oni, it like seems to like backseat it a little bit. So we'll go forward. I want to show you John's makeup. So John decides he's gonna do a live action. And
Good job bringing those time codes, eh?
yeah, I totally forgot, which I feel pretty great about. The next morning, that's their design. So this is what they came up with after like a day.
You'll be able to grab.
That's pretty good.
They went with Software Pirate, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like the easiest way to do it.
Them and grab onto them. So let's grab this thing here, like that, and now I'm holding this. As long as I hold spacebar, I continue to be able to swing this around. Keep in mind, this model is going to be swapped with the guy
That's not a real dog, by the way.
Chris made and
Where, what?
Matt is currently
That dog
finishing
isn't
up.
real.
We're just going to try to make a fun
okay.
closed experiment.
Oh, really?
See if that
Oh, okay, yeah, I see, yeah.
experiment yields a fun scenario. We don't know, so we're going to try.
So awesome. But when you're shooting and you start running, it's just like,
Oh,
yeah.
so, that's cool.
Yeah. You know
So they've
how wacky
got
it works as well.
an AK taped to a bazooka,
And it just
and
fires
anytime
randomly.
he bumps into something, it fires.
It kind of looks like it's
And
That's
there's
pretty good,
And
yeah.
there's a lot of things flying at you, and the bazooka just goes off. You can't kill yourself, but they're gonna put you on a train. Well, they'll explain it in the end.
We're going to give you an update in a little bit, but...
That's pretty fucking smart, man.
Yeah. It actually sounded like a pretty good game, in my opinion. And if they didn't have really time to do it, but they were talking about like making a boss fight centered around, because you can't just straight fire the bazooka.
Yeah.
It only like shoots when it gets hit. They were gonna like make a boss fight around using you have to use the bazooka to beat the boss.
Yeah, yeah, makes
You're
sense.
gonna like bump into shit, right?
It's kind of like Portal. How do you make a boss that you can beat in Portal when your gun only just like makes portals, right? And they designed a game that does that.
So this is what Jontron ended up doing in this entire project. It's the only thing he did.
Alright, and here's the costume we're going to be using. And Mel here is going to turn me into a Dutchman, aren't you? We're going to try it.
What is this? Outside help?
She said she brought a
Yeah,
Dutchman.
right.
Yeah, right.
very good.
First quality of the quintessential Dutchman's quality. Gonna need a big old witch's nose. That's literally, I swear, I didn't.
How do you prep this? It's like he just knew apparently he's going to need a costume person.
Well, he would have had like a makeup artist there anyway,
He's been practicing.
because he does put a lot of production value in.
Yeah, true.
And this is the next day as well.
Yeah, I guess he could have called around and stuff.
How does this look?
It's pretty hilarious. But they're wasting so much time
It does
though.
not look like a military person, but it could look like a human person.
Jamie Heineman, second time he's come up in this fucking podcast.
Baking spy. Baking spin.
Okay, this is important. I have to draw this every time I open up Photoshop or I can't get
Oh, he's using his skill.
So,
Oni
Oni's
cartoons.
doing some concept art, I think, because he is an artist. But he also knows a bit about sound work as well.
I don't have any of
Oh man,
my
he can contribute.
contact
Yeah.
libraries with me, so I have to make do with whatever FL Studio downloaded with. So I'm just starting off with something intense and like. You like that slang?
Like, I don't know shit about music, but
Jamar knows a little bit.
Dude, that's hacking music.
I just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, so
She watched
why
it with
the
me,
name
and she was
Unseen Consequences?
sort of-
Basically, there's that video.
I didn't
of,
really
what
listen
is
to
Jessie
it, but-
Slaughter. Her dad is like really mad. I don't know what happened to her, but he was like, "If you ever come after my daughter again, consequences will never be the same."
what?
That's what it's
Oh, okay, it's what he referenced. Okay.
No, but that's what, consequences will never
So,
be the same.
They do a bit of sound work.
Don't
I
ever
just want to
forget
show you
that. By the way, Tom
how they were
works on
doing
all
the
of, like,
sound
his-
as well. If it's fucking there. I hope I didn't go too far,
Is it
actually.
normal? Is it normal, Tom?
I think I went too
Is it
far.
normal? This is that's coder screen right there.
Yeah. So this guy just randomly throws stuff at you.
Oh, you got some guys doing stuff.
Oh yeah, here we
It's
go.
very-
Like, touch it.
Alright, I'm gonna do the eating one now, right? Alright.
This is how they got sound.
disgusting. You can see all the little crumbs in your beard, every single pore.
I've actually heard tons of stories like similar to that. Like a whole bunch of like sound artists like do stuff like break glass and shit.
Yeah.
And like bang shit just like gets very specific sounds.
They did it behind the scenes for one of the League of Legends cinematics. And they had the sound designer there who was going around and he was banging shit together and he was putting leaves on the ground and putting a mic next to it, and then he was just like jumping up and down on the leaves to get different sounds and shit like that, which is same thing they're doing here.
Yeah, man.
They're just like sampling shit, right? But he's just using his phone too. Keep in mind, that guy's supposed to be clumsy, right?
But like,
You got a perfectly good fly right here. He's alive. Yeah? Do you want to put him in the game? Record Mika! Oh, we need fly effects.
it's pretty like, yeah, it's pretty
Okay, ready?
pretty good how they're just like getting random effects from like just the office and shit.
Yeah. And we'll just go to the end to show you what they
Alright,
came up
let's
with.
see the finished product.
Perfect. We finished. It's done.
There were a lot of bugs as well.
Yeah, no shit.
Like
man.
someone, like, he fixed a bug, and then a new bug came out. By fixing that bug, that broke the whole game.
Oh fuck.
And he didn't notice it until, like, right at the very
so
end.
The game, we're not working on it anymore, but I'm just going to take a look at it.
Good work.
After a long 72 hours, the Game Jam reaches its conclusion. Both teams return to the stage to present their games to the expert panel of judges. Please welcome stay-at-home Wisconsin mom.
My son played the Grand Theft Auto one time. Next thing you know, he's strangling cats before he moved on to people.
Okay.
Hailing all the way from Southeast Asia, please welcome President of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, Bonhang Vorachith. And last but not least, world's strongest gamer.
Hello, hola. Yeah, I do speak a little bit of Spanish. That's real, by the way. I also want to say, if you dispute my name, because you're probably wondering, are you the strongest? So at Comic-Con 2014, this creep, this effing weirdo was like talking to some cosplay chick that I was talking to. I socked him. He went down in about 4 seconds. He bled everywhere. And
Went down in 4 seconds? It's not even fast.
But yeah, I do love all games. What's up?
First up will be Team Unsane Consequences. Their prompt, a game where you wield a bazooka, which is attached to an assault rifle and misfires.
Actually, now that I think about it, they had so many categories on the board. Why'd they have so many? You could have just had like 8 or something and you would have been fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, here goes.
Bazooka 47?
Greetings, Spion. I am calling you directly from The Hague using this exciting new technology called Skype. As I'm sure you know, your mission is to freeze the
Skype's so bad.
at the front of this train you're currently on. Lucky for you, we've supplied you with the latest in Dutch military technology. Behold, the Bazooka 47. Firing a
Does it reference flex tape at all?
No.
hellfire of bullets from one end and
How
explosive rockets
how
from
good
the
would it have
other.
been
I
if
know
it
what you're thinking.
referenced flex
That's
tape?
pretty cool. But only one thing, we haven't quite ironed out the kinks on the bazooka side of things, so I wouldn't back it on anything if I were you, and frankly, I just wouldn't use it at all. Anyways, you best be going. Those hostages aren't going to rescue themselves. Go ahead, Godspion.
Oh my god. We're fucked, dude.
You can't hit the bazooka on things. It has a chance of firing, and that. See, and if it fires, it can knock you off the train, which is when you lose. You can't actually die. Yeah.
You got smoked. Wow, I didn't expect your insides to look like that.
We did the cheat way of restarting, which is just to load the game again.
Don't even worry about your shortcuts.
That's the one. I just looked up Dutch interjections. Again!
Oh, they finally make it.
My Godspion, what in the hell did you think you were doing? That was a train full of innocent people. Didn't you see they were, like, unarmed? Good luck shaking those charges. Anyways, I've gotta go. I've got a couple things brewing in my Dutch oven, and the aroma is becoming too much to resist. Farewell.
Dutch oven means you gotta take a shit, right?
I think so. A Dutch oven is when you like fart in bed and then put the blanket over your girlfriend's face.
A game where you control a clumsy pirate who hates the monarchy.
Here we go. See you guys on the other side. So he's Captain Neckbeard. He runs a pirate station and is trying to steal crypto from the monarchy.
He's clumsy, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
The mouse is moving the hand. Yeah, you click the hands and drag them around. Use the mouse roller to go in and out. Yeah, you want to try and play for the first time? Sure. He's never actually played before. Really?
So this is fucking broken. Look at this shit.
What, the camera spin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
Give me that.
What the fuck?
That's him hacking on the keyboard, yeah. You use money to buy tapes and stuff from the fridge, and the pizza costs money to eat.
I feel like this is adding to the overall paranoia.
Oh, it's about to kill you.
You're almost done endorphins.
Yeah, your endorphins are low. Oh, it did. At least it did the sound of
Jack
it.
in,
Jack off.
That's right out of the mic.
Yeah, on my phone. I recorded everything on my phone.
Well, they fucking failed hard.
Played their games for the panel, and now the judges must come to a final decision. Who will take home the trophy?
Hello, Twitter world. It's yours truly, myself. And the other
That's an OJ reference.
Oh, yeah.
We all made a choice. We all sat down. We all had a chat. It was actually very close. It was within a hair. Green teams, team Unsame Consequences. They had a better built engine. They had more creativity when it comes to mix of live action and the game. But we thought Team Gumdrop had a more interesting world that we wanted to see explored. We can go into it more, but in fact, we're all going to do that right now. To you, go. Add on what I just said.
I like anything with guns. So I like the guns, I like the train. It was about to rob a train. I like that. So, yeah.
Definitely. The first one played a lot better, but I have to say the second one, I was really impressed with how there was so much to do, much more to do. I wanted to see more of it, but the first one definitely had the better build.
And for that, and for all those reasons and more, we're going to say it on three. We're going to say it on 3, 2, 1. And we're going to say it. So you ready? 3, 2, 1. Team Gumdrop.
I guess Jontron couldn't make it so his team wins. So maybe that's rigged?
Keep watching.
Christopher, Captain.
Oh my god.
Really?
Holy shit!
That was
It just zooms.
oh,
okay.
Well done, boy.
Look at us. Just a couple of gumdrops.
That's it. Did you like that one?
It's alright.
Also, when he brought up the Dutch oven, it made me think about our food. You didn't put the oven up too high, right?
No, I said it right, yeah.
Okay. Because it doesn't take, like, super long to cook.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, the director of the
So,
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Game.
I don't know if you still play Super Smash Bros. But a DLC character, Hero,
some new information to share with you.
they're like revealing him like a whole bunch of stuff from.
Usually, we prepare a script for Nintendo Direct, and we have editors put various cuts together, but this time, I'd like to take more of a live stream approach and present it myself.
Nah, it's a bit slow. I'm just gonna cut to like what he does.
It's 20 minutes!
Yeah.
I guess my videos are both longer than that, though, so...
There's 4 heroes. They're all the same guy. They're all just skins.
Yeah.
I think here.
Have you played Dragon Quest?
Nah. All I know is that it's inspired by Toriyama. That's why all the characters look like they're from Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Now, let's get a look at these fighters in action. The animations are a bit more energetic than the standard sword.
Another swordsman, right?
Yeah. Hey, he just name dropped Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes the hero smash attack results.
I kind of wish that they put Chrono in instead of Hero. But I guess, like...
It happens at random.
I guess Dragon Age is a much more, like, current...
Critical hits?
Yeah, man.
So you get random crits on smash attacks?
Yeah, man.
Note the subtle nuances.
Just so much luck, right?
The hero is equipped with a shield, which can block various.
Oh, look, it's like Link.
And they got mana.
Yeah, so you got a mana bar that recovers.
Shield bash attack that can also be used to block projectiles.
Oh.
His neutral special is
It's a bit slow though. Like, it's got a lot of ending lag.
Yeah.
Frizzle.
But it's kind of got projectile armor when you think about it, so
Yeah.
that's why it's kind of slow startup. So it's kind of like Robin in that he can like charge his specials, and it's actually a lot like Robin because Robin has limited ammo on his like spells.
Yeah,
So you got like
and they got to recover after he uses them.
However,
yeah.
even if you've charged up like a frizz, nothing will happen if you don't have enough MP at the time, so be careful. Hero's side special produces zap-type spells. Enter the command quickly for a zap, which is a good way to keep opponents in check. Hold it down a little longer for a zapple, which has a pretty good reach. And
Whoa.
if you charge it up all the way,
He's just got so many more moves than any other character.
Yeah, man. Oh, wait till you see the like how many moves he's got, man.
next is the whoosh family spell,
Whoosh.
which can be used
Whoosh.
for recovery. Performing a short up special results in a whoosh. Charging it a little bit results in a swoosh.
A swoosh.
Charging it up all the way results in a swoosh.
Kaswoosh.
You can only store charge with frizz type spells.
Japanese like RPGs always have like funny names for their spells and shit. It's like Fire, Fira, and Firaga and shit.
A kaswoosh allows you to recover even if
Oh man.
It can give you a bit of hang time too, which is good.
Yeah.
If you're just trying to get back to the stage.
But
there's no hitbox at the top of it, so you can just get so easily spiked, right?
well, no, like there is a
what?
hitbox, yeah. But it recovers really high if you like charge it.
Yeah.
But I think the drawback is that it requires MP to do.
Command selection.
A random list of commands.
Doing so allows you to use a spell or other move. Boom simply raises your attack power.
Okay, so he's got like Shulk's art.
Yeah, but wait.
This much damage.
There's so many of them.
Now for Psycho. It increases the power of your next attack. The difference between this one and is that it can only be used once, but the effect lasts until your attack finishes, even if you miss. Next up, bounce.
Alright, cool. Just
It reflects your
put a shield on
other projectiles.
permanent, like temporarily, without you doing anything.
If you both cast bounce, this will happen.
It's like the foxing.
Yeah.
The effect of the reflect.
I've seen people do it with DDD and the ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Heal lets you reduce your damage percentage. Flame slash can spread damage to a wide area in front of you.
See, I thought it was just like you had 4 in there, just like 4 things, but it's just like it's randomly 4.
Accelerator significantly increases your speed. Kaboom sets off a mighty explosive spell.
There's so many of them.
How is this still going?
That way, you can follow it up with the beefy
Okay, so if you press down B, it gives you a choice between 4 random spells.
Yeah, so no, so yeah, so
He's
when
got
you,
a whole bunch of them, but it only gives you 4 at a time.
yeah. Yeah, so it gives you a random 4 selection.
And then there's Thwack.
It can sometimes instantly KO.
Potentially KO an opponent in one hit. However, the opponent's damage percentage will ultimately determine the effect. So if their damage percentage is low, it's less.
I can just see in like Smash Bros competitions, like people just rage quitting because they just got kaboomed at like 20% or some shit.
Yeah, right.
It's like you get kaboomed at 20% at the end of a combo, and the opponent just like unplugs his controller, and just like leaves.
Likely to activate. Zoom.
What the f-
This spell is well suited for recovery.
No shit, right?
As demonstrated, it lets you recover from anywhere, but you may hit your head on the ceiling. Kerclang. When you cast a spell, you become impervious to attacks. But watch out for a metal slash.
Like, okay, cool. Like, I've just got an ability that makes me invincible. Except I'm also the character that has the ability that just, like, one-shots me if I'm invincible, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you never make a character so that's like, oh, I'm invincible, except I'm also the only person that hard counters me as well, right?
Metal Slash is a skill that can KO a metal opponent in one hit. Hocus Pocus is a spell...
It's still going, right?
Oh, looks like it slowed me down.
It's just random ability.
But not all of its effects are bad. Sometimes good things happen too.
Of course, you just never use Hocus Pocus.
As you can see, my MP is depleting rapidly because the spell uses all your remaining
That was,
MP.
like, the range of that's actually really good. And the damage seemed pretty good as well.
Yeah.
The amount of MP you have will determine how effective it is. And finally, Kamikaze. This spell produces an extremely powerful explosion, but this also results in self-destruction. He has many different special moves. In fact, of all the fighters, Hero has the highest number of them.
Yeah.
No fucking shit, dude. Dude, you can just, like... If you're ahead in stock, you've just got, like, 200%.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
can,
like, cool, I'm gonna die in one shot, kaboom.
Yeah, right. But you can't choose when you'll get it.
Yeah.
Like, so
I
it's...
know, I get that, but it's just like... It's so frustrating to play against just, like, bullshit RNG, though.
Yeah, like, there's so much RNG with this character, right? It's like I just get random crits, right? So it's like, oh yeah, imagine, like, Game & Watch's, like, hammer, hit random 9s, where it's like, oh yeah, all my smash attacks are like that. Right? But yeah, like, also, his MP gauge, it recovers if you hit your opponent as well, but usually it recovers very slowly.
That's his final smash, Giga Slash, and it's no mere gazette. This move calls upon all the past protagonists to lend the hero their power for one mighty blow.
Man, Final Smashes aren't that cool looking in this game.
No, they're not. Ever since they changed them to just be one big, like, cinematic thing, they're all just samey.
Oh look, it's all the guys. Whoosh. Yeah, no, okay.
The command selection move.
That's pretty much it. Oh wait, they show a little bit about the map, but no one cares about that.
Okay.
And...
I just want to see about fucking Banjo, dude.
Oh, it's probably still in development. Oh yeah, look, this Mii Fighters.
Cool. They just get some fucking costumes for
from Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest. Oh shit.
Gunner gets shafted. Oh, Sword Fighter gets this.
Dude, no one gives a fuck about Mii Fighter costumes.
Look, it's Yamcha!
Yeah, right?
Like Dragon Ball Yamcha.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, those are just like... That's the closest you're ever gonna get to having fucking, like, Goku in the game right there. He's playing Mii Brawler. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, you can beat people up with Yamcha now. Dragon Ball Yamcha. He was actually more respectable in Dragon Ball.
He was still a bit of a joke in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, he beat Goku in their first fight when Goku was hungry.
Yeah.
And then he became progressively more of a joke.
Yeah.
Till he became Cyberman tier in Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Well, that's Smash Bros. Ultimate. Oh wait, shit, okay.
You don't need to do that.
Don't need to do that. Next video. Oh, Jojo Rabbit.
So this is a movie trailer?
Yeah. Got nothing to do with actual JoJo's.
Which, yeah. I'm expecting some kind of Jessica Rabbit shit.
No, it's not. Like, I just pulled it up to see what it's about.
Yes, I am.
I like that he specifically had to say it's a satire because it's got fucking Nazis in it.
Hey, Jojo, my old friend.
Hi, Idubbz.
What's wrong, little man?
They call me a scared rabbit.
Let them say whatever they want. People used to say a lot enough.
Taika
Taika,
Waititi
he can say he's
playing fucking Hitler.
Yeah,
He's an
man.
islander, though.
Yeah, man. They're brownwashing the character. They're taking that role away from white people that deserve that role.
Stop.
I don't mean that, guys. I mean it very satirically.
Like this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I also saw Stephen Merchant in this movie.
Yeah, but
in the trailer. Okay. This is very funny.
Things about me. Oh, this guy's a lunatic. Oh, look at that psycho. He's gonna get us all killed.
It's like...
Okay, that's the first movie trailer I think we've watched on this show that I've actually wanted to watch.
Yeah, right? Like, it's not like one of those, like, big AAA titles that's an action movie or whatever, but, like, it seems funny enough to a point where it's like, you just kind of want to see how they portray the movie, right?
Yeah. Hey, like, I want to see a movie. I want to see a movie about Nazis where we're not just like shooting Nazis.
I kind of like. I wonder if there's
in a comedic sense, of course, guys listening. I don't want to see some pro-Nazi movie. Obviously, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I'm interested to see if there's going to be controversy when this movie comes out. When like people get mad that Nazis are portrayed in not a just automatically evil like portrayal. Not to say that I'm pro-Nazis or anything.
To be honest, I think anything with any kind of Nazi-related material in it is actually not available in Germany. In the film industry.
I'm not sure about that. Like, I know it's a sensitive topic, but I'm not sure if they're going like full Chinese government and being like, oh yeah, it never happened.
Well, I think they just straight up don't air that stuff in cinemas or anything like that.
Could be, yeah. But yeah, I'm keen to see what this movie's like and just find out more about it.
Yeah, now everyone cares about Taika Waititi ever since Ragnarok.
Yeah, right. Seems like it just blew up his career, man.
I also love that they put Scarlett Johansson in the title, and she's literally in there for one tiny shot.
I didn't notice her at all.
I saw her.
Yeah. I saw Rebel Wilson.
She was the blonde chick that grabs the kid's head and turns it.
Oh, okay.
You saw Rebel Wilson? I didn't see her.
Yeah,
I saw Stephen Merchant.
She was in like, I think, around... I think it was Rebel Wilson.
That's Merchant, I think, there. That's Scarlett.
Oh, yeah, there, I see it.
Hey, Jojo, my old friend.
Hi, Idubbz.
What's wrong, little man?
They call me a scared rabbit.
Let them say whatever they want. People used to say.
Yeah, there she is, yeah. But, yeah.
Vision artistical director. Is that a made up word?
Probably. It seems like something that Taika would do.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, to be honest, the only reason I even clicked this trailer is because it's got Jojo in the name. I would not have even considered clicking this video if it didn't have Jojo.
Dude, I'm keen as a bean for this movie.
Yeah, man.
This looks fucking hilarious.
Can't wait for it to go on Netflix or something, then I'll watch it then. Because I'm not going to pay for it. Cinemas, those are the real criminals. Alright, next video is your video.
Alright, so just watch this.
Alright.
And then I'll start talking when we watch the one that's coming after it.
Okay. When lightsaber dueling goes horribly wrong.
You haven't seen this?
So hard to watch.
You haven't seen this? You haven't seen any of this fucking guy in
No.
his lightsaber duels?
No.
I love that he says, I'll use my weak hand, and then he changes hands. He's so fat he can't use two hands. I also love that he's not wearing a shirt and he's got flip-flops on.
You can see like his fat jiggle.
Look, he got hit. They should have cut you in half. Kratos' armor. Smart Jedi.
I usually come across the step every other day. So I can't prepare.
I know you're sick. Hi, I'm Bounty Hunter. Baba D. Flats.
Seriously, what kind of name is that?
Papa D Flat?
You was my dad's junior name.
That's my dad's junior name.
I just can't. I can't stop keeping my eyes off how his flab just like ripples whenever.
Lightsaber-resistant armor.
He's also wearing lightsaber resistant armor. So it's a pointless fight. Neither of them can be hurt. You're just trying to cut him the deal. No, he's trying to hit him.
You could become more powerful than Dooku. More powerful than Sidious. Or even, should I say, your rival, Anakin Skywalker.
This guy is old enough to drive a car.
Yes, and you don't have to be that old to drive a car. I'm just trying to figure out.
Unaccompanied. I suppose in America, whatever. Keep going.
And together, we can rule. As father and son.
What the fuck?
Like, I'm trying to work out whether they're seriously trying to act here or whether they're just taking the piss. I legitimately can't tell. It's like, it's bad, but I can't tell if they're on purposely making it bad or
it's almost over.
Or whether it's just like something they're doing on like a Sunday afternoon for the lols.
He's got a lot of videos like this, and just some random other shit that's on there as well, on his channel.
So what do you say, young Padawan?
Who said I'm a Padawan?
You have been knighted. You have been knighted. Not since your master died to my blade. This is the war of attrition, my friend. Wars of attrition are more battled out, just like the old days of the Sith Army. Anger is not the way of the Jedi.
Oh, you good, bro?
Ouch.
I think I did. You good, man?
I think I just shit myself. You know what?
Big thanks for Raycon.
You made us watch that entire fucking video, just that last bit.
Yep. I wanted the build up. I wanted you to sit through that.
You wanted me to be fucking bored out of my mind and just be like, when's it gonna end? And then you fucking, oh yeah, shit. Okay, so
you don't really know who Idubbz is, but a lot of people do.
I kind of know a little bit about Idubbz. I've watched some of his videos, but
so
he's a I'm gay guy, right? Yeah.
But Idubbz has done a 53-minute documentary about that fucking guy who just fucking fell on his ass. So I thought we could just watch the intro together.
All right, okay. Go?
Go for it.
I am bounty hunter, Baba D. Blacks. Holy fuck.
Don't put several drinks in me. It's not wise to piss off a drunk old Jedi.
It's about the equivalent of a medium shield. I like my beans.
There's still Sith out there. Nothing so wrong.
Cooking with fatty, meat salad.
Meat salad?
That's funny if you think you could take mine from it.
What are you looking at?
Still hitting full force, dude! Ow!
The name of the documentary is Full Force.
What is going full force?
That is where, and the way I find it, someone is treating it as if they're about to die, and they're putting everything behind it.
Back in April, I flew out to Battle Creek, Michigan to meet a fellow YouTuber that goes by the name of Airsoftfatty.
Airsoftfatty.
I'm sure you guys have seen some of his videos. His most popular ones are Fortnite Chug Jug Challenge and When Lightsaber Dueling Goes Horribly Wrong. Watch till the end.
You laugh every time you see it.
Airsoftfatty makes a wide variety of content.
What you'll need is some turkey or sandwich meat and hot dogs.
One day he will upload meat salad. The next day he'll upload cranberries zombie cover practice 1.
Hey, hey.
There is nothing off limits for Fatty to upload, with the exception of I was gonna say weight loss, but he even uploads weight loss stuff.
I wouldn't start on bulking if I were him. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen his videos for so long. I wanted to know if he was playing a character. I wanted to know what he's like off camera, what he's like around his friends and family.
Bro, I hate that stomach tucked into pants look.
I want to know all that I could learn.
Like the chin man. God. He's hard to look at, alright? There are people, it's like, alright, cool, I look at this person, like, he's not attractive. He's the sort of person, you look at him and you're like, I want to actively not look at them anymore.
About Airsoftfatty, and I think the best way of doing that was going directly to the source.
Battle Creek.
That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, right.
It feels like the name suits it because I've only seen like I've seen a lot of army vehicles and a lot of roadkill, so it feels like a Battle Creek. All right, we're calling Chris, aka.
I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
Hey, this is Commander 6 of the 7th Regiment of the Rebellion. It is day number 365 here on Cortosis, and we need reinforcements. If you can leave a name, number, and a message.
Is this it?
That's his message tone.
Record your message after the tone.
I didn't know you can record him that long, man.
Ian.
Yeah, right.
Call me back when you get this. Yeah.
Who the fuck calls people anymore these days, right?
Yeah, right.
Now we
So-
wait for his response.
Yeah, it's a 53-minute documentary. I was gonna watch it today, but I started watching it, and my missus was just so upset looking at the fucking fat guy.
Yeah, right.
And watching these, literally when he meets them, one of the first things his friends tell Idubbz is, "Oh, by the way, me, him, and him, we're all autistic." Like, and she just couldn't watch it. So I had to turn it off.
Okay. Maybe as a side video sometime in the future, we can watch it and then give our review of this video.
Oh, what, we watch the whole thing together?
Not watch the whole thing together. It's just know how people, like, talk, like, do people do movie reviews? Like, they watch the movie and then they talk about it. Then we can watch this, and afterwards we can just...
I want to watch it.
Alright.
Like, tonight.
Maybe, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't have to watch it with you.
See how many fucks we give.
I give a lot of a fuck. I think this is fucking hilarious.
Next video?
Yeah, we can go to the next one. If you've had enough of...
I've had enough of looking at... I don't want to look at any more Airsoftfatty, man.
So, a bit of controversy. I don't really like watching Drama Alert for anything, because I really don't like Keemstar at all.
Oh, is this part of Keemstar's crew and shit?
No. This is... The video you're watching is Drama Alert, which is DJ Keemstar.
Yeah.
Well, no one calls him DJ Keemstar anymore, but... Tana Mongeau, Jake Paul.
What's up, Trouble Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. Jake Paul fans are furious. They are demanding a full refund for the Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau wedding. It was a complete disaster. But before we get into that, first, we need to talk about Jake Paul's brother, Logan Paul, and his track and field games known as the Challenger Games, which, by the way, they raised $14,000 for the Special Olympics. Good job.
That's a lot of money.
Great job on the
Didn't he say he was going to give away a shit ton of money as well?
Failed. He was challenging everyone.
To be honest, I actually think that's a... Like, were they crowdfunding that money?
What? I thought he said like he was like, oh, like I'm so confident I'll bet $100,000 of my own money that like I'm the fastest YouTuber.
So that's fine, but like as far as crowdfunding for charity goes, I don't think that's a lot of money for such a big event.
Yeah, no.
I think that's actually...
It's really bad.
Yeah.
It's like stupidly low.
Yeah.
Really came in last place. I mean,
Actually, it makes sense, right? Because his fan base is so young. Who's gonna fucking donate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wasn't his boxing match pay-per-view just had like a shit ton? I guess because
Yeah,
like
but
the other guys like had their fans.
Yeah, but like even people who aren't fans of fucking Logan Paul want to see him get punched up.
That is true. Yeah.
Roll it.
Awesome, all around, easy.
You just fucking like seeing people fall over, dude.
I just like seeing people fail, man.
Okay, now I know you low gangers are in the chat right now saying he was injured, it's unfair, he pulled his hammy, okay, whatever. But that wasn't the big controversy that happened at Logan Paul's Challenger events. The big controversy was between Jake Paul and Toby from the Sidemen. In the very first heat, Toby had a pretty good lead, but then Jake Paul came in clutch at the end. Now, guys, at first it was unclear who won. I thought Toby won. A lot of people thought Toby won, but they said that Jake Paul was the winner, so we felt like Toby was robbed. But if you look closely, Jake Paul actually did cross that line first. So congrats to Jake Paul. But guys, that was just the heat. That was just the warm-up. When the official 100-yard dash went down, Toby smoked Jake Paul. He was a couple people ahead of him. Toby came in second. Jake Paul came in third. And Destroyer.
Holy shit!
I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of unfair because Destroyer is like a professional Canadian football player first, and then he's a YouTuber second. And I think like,
where I used to work, it's a footy club. They kind of do like an annual like track and field day, and so I don't know, like it's just something I'm throwing in there. But it's kind of like this big event that happens every year where all the local clubs get involved in the same region, and they come and they do this big day where they all race each other and shit like that. It's just all footy players. I think they do something similar, like on the AFL Grand Final. They'll get like someone from every team to just run in like 100-meter dash. Like it seems like a thing that keeps popping up in like sports. But I just think they're cool days.
Yeah, man.
In general. Like, I actually think it would have been a sick event to go to, even though it's a Logan Paul thing. But I still think that's an embarrassingly low number that they raised.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, it's still money and it's still to a good cause and shit like that. So, like, yeah, like, cool. I'm sure whoever gets the 15K would be stoked to have it in their organization.
They spend way more money promoting it and hiring out the track, I reckon.
Yeah.
Than they just doing
For
it.
sure.
Like, this is much more of a promotional exercise to them than like a charity exercise to them, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably just trying to save face from, like, past controversies.
Yeah.
'Cause people are still giving Logan shit about the forest, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it was so...
Man, real athletes just fucking smoke regular people.
Of course. 100-meter dash in 10.8 seconds. I mean, that is fast. That is super fast. However, in my opinion, the fastest entertainer on YouTube is Toby from the Sideman. KSI said this. Proud of you, Tob Jizzle. Second fastest man in the event. Wish they could say your name properly, though. Also, in the news, over the weekend, we had the Fortnite World Cup, and history
no one cares.
made. FaZe Clan has been known as an all-boy...
Well, they let a chick in their org now?
Did they? Do you know about it?
Well, he just said all boys, so I'm assuming he means they added a girl to the team.
Alright.
Boys Club for many years, all the way since 2011, maybe 2010. I'm just guessing
They are
off
pretty
memory
old
of when FaZe started. And well, all that changed this weekend. FaZe Banks tweeted out, "Welcome to FaZe. You're incredible. You inspire me. First girl ever in FaZe. I'm glad we held out this long. You're perfect." At Ewok. Big congratulations to Ewoks being the first girl ever in FaZe. And speaking about FaZe, FaZe Rug got a big surprise. I mean, this is shocking. He tweeted out this. "Someone shipped a snake to my house. I'm terrified of snakes, so I took her to a pet store, and she's in good hands now."
Who the
Shout
fuck
out to
sent
Trevor
this
for
snake?
taking her in. "Please don't send me snakes to my house." I'm Alex responded by saying, "I didn't come to your house, FaZe Rug. What are you talking about?"
Who the
No, he
fuck
didn't say
sends
that.
a snake,
But I'm
man?
Alex,
That's so
the
cruel.
guy that did falsely accuse
Clearly it was a prank.
his own friend of sexual assault. He's finally, a month later, decided...
I used to listen to a podcast, and one of the guys on the show, who is actually FPS Russia, by the way, if you know who that is.
No. Is he Russian?
No, he's American. And he just put on a Russian accent so he would get more clicks.
Oh, okay.
It was a big YouTuber before like AdSense and all that. And now he just doesn't upload. But he had a PO box once upon a time so people could send him shit.
Yeah.
Because he was like, yeah, cool, free stuff and whatever. Someone sent him the head of a dead cat. Which is a story he told on the podcast.
Wow.
I mean, you can be skeptical and say, yeah, alright, it didn't happen, that's fine. But if someone says, someone sent me a snake, I'm inclined to believe.
Yeah, like, I believe it, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, snake, though? Shit. Like, man, people send you weird shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to brag or anything, but, I actually got sent the other day, literally, like, actually, this is like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy in Europe who likes my videos sent me cards to autograph. So I got him recently. Yeah, no, like, I'm not even shitting you. Like, he sent me cards to autograph, and I, like, autographed them and sent them back, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
It's not that weird. But, like,
Anyway, I'm a bit bored of the FaZe thing, because I don't really care about FaZe.
Yeah, I don't care about FaZe.
Let's see if we can. Here we go.
Now it's time to talk about the fake marriage and why Team 10 and Tana fans are really upset with the both of them. Now, first of all, this is not a real marriage. This is a fake marriage. This is a fake marriage for YouTube and probably for Tana's MTV show. It is not real.
Oh my
There's
God,
not
she
even a
has an
sliver of it
MTV
that
show.
is real. It's all fake. But anyhow, to watch this wedding that went down yesterday, you had to pay $50 a person to actually watch.
Like, to be honest, $50 to watch a show is not that excessive. It's just like, obviously you think that no one would want to tune into this shit.
Come on, man. You pay less to watch a movie.
No, you don't. You pay. Oh yeah, you pay less. Yeah, sorry, you pay less to watch a movie. But like when you think about it, like, I don't know. Like I don't think it's wrongly priced, but there are definitely people who are going to watch it. Like there are certain people who have the money and are fans. They're going to pay for it. Like I'm certain of that. So I don't think that the pricing was wrong. I just think it's pretty like scummy thing to do. Like you think about it, if you were truly having a wedding with like a woman that you loved and shit, you wouldn't be like trying to make money out of your wedding, right? It just makes you look like scumbaggy as a like husband.
Aw, I think the Pauls would do it for sure, man.
But just like seems really like a scummy thing to do. That it's supposed to be a day where you're like your wife is supposed to be like feeling special and supposed to be the focus of the day, and it's like, oh yeah, let's fucking make money, right? Like it just seems like a very split focus on what you're doing.
Well, if this is a real marriage, I'm almost certain they would have live streamed it anyway.
Yeah. All right.
That's the kind of people they are.
Let's see the controversy.
Watch this wedding being streamed that went down yesterday. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. The stream quality was horrible. They didn't show you much, and not only that, the audio cut out. People were demanding in the chat that they wanted a refund. People were trying to get a refund through Apple, and were getting denied. Everybody felt scammed. Here's some video, and you can clearly hear there's just no audio. People were flipping out in the chat. I mean, it was just unreal. $50 for this view. Spamming the volume button, and literally nothing. It's maxed out. It's all the way on. No audio, no audio. Now, at one point, there were 5,000 people in this stream watching, so, I mean, I ran the numbers. That's $250,000 they made on this janky stream. But we did
$250,000
come out from the marriage, the fake marriage.
You could pay for fucking like 6 marriages with that.
6 regular people marriages.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
Like, this guy's...
What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, apparently this is the officiator of the wedding, and he's like, yeah.
So apparently this is what happened. When they were announced married, the guy in the red shirt, like, threw a whole drink on them. Here's another clip a little bit closer. Roll it.
By the power vested in me, you may kiss the bride.
What a dickhead. How did he even get invited, right?
Now this fight that you just saw at the Jake and Tana wedding, that was fake too. Now I can't prove that to you, but I do have sources.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
They were literally, it was fake. They were saying, like, the people that were running it were like, cue the fight, cue the fight. I mean, this whole thing is for views and attention.
You know what?
And it's ridiculous.
They probably staged that fight to get around the kiss.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why they did it, right? You may kiss the bride. She goes in. Someone throws a drink. My whole day's ruined.
So they're not officially married? I don't know.
No.
Well, yeah.
If it was like kiss someone, you don't get married. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think that like they just didn't want to kiss, right?
Fair enough.
Well, she probably didn't want to kiss him. That's my theory, anyway.
It's no point, like, I'm pausing it. It's like, it's about the rest of it. It's like, that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like the direction that they're trying to move in is that they're trying to be, like, reality TV stars. Because all this shit is just like... when you think about it, like, reality TV is scripted. And it's, like, reality TV is all scripted. And it's all, like, stuff like this, right? So I think that they're just using these for, like, pilots and pitches to like try to get themselves into like reality TV. I think they're trying to get out of YouTube, man. Like YouTube game is like not that good, and here we are trying to get into the YouTube game.
Yeah,
but yeah, this is
basically it's just like it's harder to make money on YouTube now.
Yeah, so that's why they try to do this live stream.
Trying to get on to big networks and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think it's so frustrating too, because it's like the scummiest fucking people on YouTube are the ones that are like breaking through.
It's because they know the game, man.
Tanner's got like this TMZ fucking show or something that's coming up. And that just really frustrates me anyway.
You got to sell out, man. You got to sell out to succeed on YouTube, and that's what we're trying to do, man.
Yeah.
No room for morals and ethics here. Only selling out.
Oh my god.
All right.
What do we have next?
Next video.
Ooh.
I think it's Friendlyjordies now.
Yeah. Now I can have fun watching videos.
Yeah. So I guess back to Friendlyjordies watch.
Yay!
Gonna put this out there. I'm pretty much never gonna put a Friendlyjordies political video on here. We're just gonna watch his other shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to get involved with politics.
I'm gonna cough.
So this video is Can the Left Meme, a follow up from his previous video, like
Can
years
the
ago.
Right Meme.
Can the Right Meme.
It's like 6 months ago, man.
Yeah.
Had the idea of doing a Can the Left Meme to counter the Can the Right Meme video, even though I'm strongly opposed to the idea that there is such a concept of left and right.
Okay, so he's described this before on his channel, but his description of it this time, I will say I don't agree with, because he just takes that just labels kind of approach to things, but his proper explanation in that it's big business versus worker is much better. But I just want to get that out there before he says this retarded thing about left and right.
It's a lazy way that people go, oh yeah, I'm right wing, and they don't bother to look into any of the
That's fine.
statistics to actually make up a comprehensive decision that is required in a democracy. Having said that, I'll exploit it for the views. So look, obviously,
Okay, maybe he didn't say anything that bad from memory.
Socialism, Malcolm Turnbull, pretty much anyone in the world who was in David Lee and Hill. Kiss that head. And disclosure, I've got to admit it, I'm not down with it. Sometimes you can't tell if these left-wing pages actually are left-wing or it's someone from 4chan just paying out the left. Let's have a crack anyway, shall we? Jesus. Might as well just be your grandma reviewing these memes. Oh, Stalin.
Curse of Stalin.
Right, the first cab off the rank is Seize the Memes of Production. Classic B-Sharp's name, because it's less funny each time you hear it. Alright, the first meme is strictly confronting. It's a picture of a gun, and it says, "This machine kills fascists." You know, maybe Tim Pool had a point, but this machine kills fascism. Oh, very clever. The pen is mightier than the sword, yes. What if the book's Mein Kampf, dickhead? There's a book of
To be honest, there was this one time I saw a guy on the train actually reading Mein Kampf.
Bro? Okay, I don't know if I should say this, because I forgot to tell you that Tom actually asked to join the show on Monday. Tom brought Mein Kampf to school.
Like in high school or something?
In high school. To a Catholic school.
For like a book report or some shit?
No, he just was reading it.
Alright, we'll talk about your friendship later. But, okay. So we have a friend that read Mein Kampf in high school.
But he's like totally against all that shit. He's totally against all that shit. He specifically wanted to read it to see what was in it.
What was the propaganda, yeah.
Yeah.
the furthest object humanity has created from the Terminator, but alright. The left is like, Jeffrey Epstein is gonna take down Trump. The right is like, Jeffrey Epstein is gonna take down Clinton. And I'm just like, the fact that a current former president have ties to a pedophile should tell everything you need to know about the current state of U.S. politics. Oh, he's sipping.
First of all, too many words in that meme.
Way too many.
Yeah, man. Memes are supposed to be quick, snappy, and quick, man.
Presumptuous to say, after looking at 3 memes, it's a very narrow sample size, and I'll be the first to admit I'm not a fucking meme scientist. Unlike any shit in your Facebook friends that still looks like they have My Chemical Romance hair. But I'm calling it out. The left can't meme. Having said that, let's continue.
I agree.
Ooh, I stepped in shit. And the shit's capitalism. But second off, again, it's just this constant thing of like, capitalism means money, communism means equality. They're just word evidence. There's no such thing as a capitalist society. society or a communist society.
Okay, I think that's what I was referring to.
As Yilmaz pointed out, sex, money, power. Alright, so we can safely say that season means of production sucks. This is something that you should be doing when you're 15, but I'm still sitting here going, these things that I didn't create suck. Can I have some money? Ah yes, the good stuff. Simpsons against the liberals. Jesus, did I make this page? This is just my brain.
I've got high expectations here.
I've seen this page before.
Alright, ScoMo, you're free to go, but stay away from Ingading Macca's. Oh, but all my shit is there. Feels so good to be looking at a meme page with some common sense for once. Fucking communist. Set in a Gucci shirt that's from Thailand, so it's definitely been made by kids. Don't forget, your union membership fees are tax deductible. I mean, it's not funny.
Are they?
It's an important public service announcement. Actually, you know what? There is a level of meta humor to this because it's Mr. Burns talking about union membership. What? Remember that? Stay strong. Loyal crew to the end. This is what's going to
These memes are a little bit too.
because of Scott Morrison's abysmal economic management. Fact. Look, those opposed to horsewhipping Scott Morrison, no one says shit, and now all in favour of reinstating Wayne Swan. Barnesy intensifies.
Barnesy.
The final one is Wayne Swan saying, it's so gratifying.
Oh, yeah.
Following in the mess you've made, your screw paper.
I get what it's referencing now.
Again, God's work. Why is the economy so weak? Maybe if I search the LMP database for incompetent, 78 matches found. You better be more specific. Lazy, corrupt, hypocritical, 78 matches found. Nuts to this. I'll just blame Lee. Look, sorry, the administrators of Simpsons Against the Liberal, I'm just going to have to write back at you. You truly are the king of kings. Just remember my Simpsons...
How do you do that voice so good?
The best video I've ever done, definitely. Shout out to me as well. Alright, we've got Bernie Sanders dank meme stash.
This is the closest to political that you're ever getting on this channel, isn't it? You weren't. Have you seen this yet?
No, but
you weren't expecting this many politics, were you?
I expected when it says "Can left meme," I assume there's going to be politics. But I've got high expectations for this page. Dank meme stash. That's some meme language there, man.
Sum up dank as putting someone's head translucently in space. That's all that means now. It just means a head floating around in space. Dictionary definition. The height of comedy is either jackass or it's people floating around cosmically in space that do not deserve to be floating around cosmically in space. The only person that should be doing that is Mufasa, but after the brand new bloody Lion King fucking live, nah. You are just a brain in the sands of time, but your zero brain huge. Bernie Sanders gets
That's from one of his old
donations.
videos.
CNN. Bernie Sanders 2020 is in big trouble. Seriously though, I am really scared about that because if anybody has their finger on the pulse of America's population, it's Chris Cuomo. I'm still kind of hot and almost 50. Good for you. Know the difference. A hot tea, a hottie. Bernie Sanders. And his little gross old goblin face of, I've got an office that has a leaky tap in it. It drives me crazy. Let me try and do my impersonation. I know that everybody loves them. People in Washington said that my swimsuit calendar was a terrible mistake. I think they're dead wrong. When you realize you could be establishment, but talk progressive. Ow! Take that, Booker! Dude, what is with Cory Booker? You're an unhot shit Obama.
How does he know all this US politics shit, man? He probably knows more about politics than most Americans do.
He knows probably more about politics than most politicians do.
Fuck off. Yes! Just when I thought I couldn't love Bernie Sanders anymore. Putting that parental advisory explicit content picture.
Oh, yeah, I get it. It's like a rap album or some shit, right? Yeah, okay. That's pretty good.
Yep, every day might be a rap god, but Bernie Sanders is a fact god. The internet is a scary place, making Obama's hair look like some Mexican drug lords. Look, I'm drawing the line there, though. I'm sick of people putting shit on Obama just because he's not Bernie Sanders. Admit this if you're a chick. Even though he's almost 60, you would still let him clown you. Well, again, it depends. It looks like I've proven myself wrong. The left can meme. Because again, these definitions are stupid. Bernie Sanders refers to himself as a democratic socialist, whereas Noam Chomsky says that he's not a democratic socialist. He's more of a New Deal Democrat, and that's very refreshing in this warped Chomsky memes. We've got to look at them. Come on. How good would the world be if Bernie Sanders was President of the United States and Noam Chomsky was Secretary General? AKA President of the world. I'm sick of people being like, it should be Oprah. His Facebook game, 1.3 million likes. It's up there with Lad Bible. Yep.
No, he isn't.
No, it isn't. Back and forth on this one. The left can't meme. This is not a meme. It is just a quote. It is the responsibility of intellectuals to speak the truth and expose lies. And then it says memes at the bottom. No, thanks for proving Paul Joseph Watson's point. Alright, this one has to be good. Look at this.
Whoa.
10 out of 10 name. Grand Marshal Corbyn's patriotic meme.
Oh, Jeremy Corbyn.
You just know that Corbyn would look at that and think, yeah, I reckon I could pull that off. And he can. Dapper AF. Me reading about cabinet resignations. Well, I guess this is what British people feel when they look at my videos. I don't understand it, but it's funny, yeah? Yes, my friend, it is, but nowhere near as funny as your accent. I'm not calling myself funny. The fictional British man is who I invented. What part of that equation suggests that I'm full of myself? Is there such a thing as a bad Lionel Hutz meme? Let's find out together. Oh, they screwed this all up. Liberal Democrats. Stop Brexit, never miss votes. But your ad says stop Brexit. I don't
Do you get that one?
Yeah.
Stop Brexit. Never miss votes.
Yeah. Then he's gonna put like comments and shit into it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Maybe these memes are too dank, or maybe it's just the fact that I don't know anything about Britain, but we're just going to have to conclude that more questions than answers have been uncovered as a result of this delve into...
Yeah, I've seen like that meme before.
I don't know. Are they dank or are they wank? And I think this is the perfect time to announce that not only have we decided to steal PewDiePie's format, we've decided to steal his ideas as well. Make Friendlyjordies memes. Send them to me in the inbox on Facebook, and I'll have a game.
Alright, we gotta do...
I mean review, and by review I mean sit there and go...
You were about to say?
PewDiePie doesn't really do the meme review thing that much anymore.
Yeah.
He's playing Minecraft now.
And then he'll just return to it when he gets like more memes stockpiled up.
Ooh.
Yeah, we should do that. At some point in the near future when we get more viewers, we'll do meme review.
It's not even accurate, when it very clearly...
We should do meme review. Remember back in the day how I keep just sharing memes on my Facebook? I could just save a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Alright.
We'll do it some point in the future. Okay, cool, that's it.
Alright, into the next one.
Into the next one.
Yeah.
And it
I
is...
think we can all agree that
Haven't seen this
Australia
one.
is a land of extremes. I'm pretty sure that Mad Max is just CCTV footage of Ballarat. But having said that, the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life are either going to be from Bhutan or towns where they have a really crap version of the Easter show that comes around once a year, and you've got two choices of show bag. Alright, champ, you've got two choices of show bags this year. Do you want the Ansett show bag or the Rove Live show bag? What's in the Rove Live show bag? Just a Ryan Shelton doll, mate. Oh, cool, he's got all the right ears. So I understand, having lived in country towns for a huge chunk of my life, the best people you'll ever
I did not know
meet in
that.
your life are from rural Australia.
What?
Having said
That he lived in country
let's
towns.
make fun of some
Oh, I knew that.
The following are all true stories, and I'm not saying that in the way that all other comedians say that. I would say this in court. Once my friend
I would say it in court.
this minor, reeking of alcohol, comes up this close to my female friend's face and says, I'd buy you a beer. Her boyfriend says, mate, that's my girlfriend. So the minor sculls the beer, wipes the foam from his mouth, lets out this mighty belch, and goes, smashes the glass on the guy's head, yelling, At which point, one of the guys that he walked in with wasn't fazed by that at all. That's just a standard Friday night out for the boys. He was more surprised by, oh, Gordy, I got Daryl Braithwaite on the jukebox. And they lived happily ever after.
Have you ever seen anything like that in your work? Have you ever seen anyone being glassed?
Okay, so there's this chick who's a regular, and I really don't like her. She dropped an M-bomb in the smoker's room.
Whoa! Wait, did she say it at
No,
a person?
She didn't say it at her, but she heard her saying it.
Yeah.
And so she got a glass smashed on the back of her head over it.
Whoa.
I didn't see that, and I haven't seen the footage for that. But I do know that happened. Like, the black chick ended up getting barred butt.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like, she glassed someone.
Yeah.
Nothing happened to the chick who dropped the M-bomb. She was allowed to come back the next day.
She came back the next day?
Yeah, of course.
Wouldn't she have, like, stitches or, like...
Nah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's just carried on as per normal.
Yeah, but no shit. The woman that glassed the other chick, she got barred. No shit.
Seriously, the guy needed 15 stitches. Worth it. These cops we knew. And if you're from a country town, you will agree with the bumper sticker. Cops are tops. They pulled over this 25-year-old, asked him to wind his window down. Weed smoke billows out of the car like it's dry ice in Aladdin the musical. He says,
"Why'd you swap seats with the passenger when you were doing 120 on the highway, man?"
Ouija. Wrap your head around that. He had time to think about what he was going to say to the cop. And even then, the very best he could do was, "This is rude, man. What are we going to say?"
Jeez, tough one. Something about my ass. Right, so when you were driving down the highway and he realised he had a Ouija, you decided to switch seats with the passenger behind you.
That's what friends are for.
Whilst the automobile was in motion, again, on a highway.
As you can plainly see, it was an emergency.
Right.
Not gonna lie, that's a pretty difficult maneuver to perform. While the car's moving at high speed, to switch, like, let alone just, like, passenger seat and front seat, but guy behind you? That's some 600 IQ shit.
Oh my god, yeah.
Plus, he was stoned, right? So,
yeah.
like, that would have been, like, 1200 IQ shit, man.
Craze.
And he said that these are all true stories.
Yep.
Was he the guy in the back seat? Was Friendlyjordies one of the
This
guys?
wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that your mate back there has an expired licence.
I'm too pretty to go to jail. Switch seats with me.
This is true.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I mean no.
Naturally,
Okay, well, you're going to jail. Step out of the car, please.
boys, take a photo. Oi, take a photo.
Leave now or you're going to jail too, mate.
Nah, do it. Oi, keep me company, boy. Oi, Daryl, I'm putting it on Snappy. Do it, Dad. Oh, true. There was this teacher at the high school who used to bring back students to his house during the lunch break and smoke bongs with them, laughing at Dr. Phil. Fuck. Dr. Phil. You can tell he's a tripper.
Fuck, I've got to go back to school. Oi, make sure you lock up when you leave, alright?
Yup. See you, sir. Anyway, this might not come as a surprise to you, but he went to jail. But the M. Night Shyamalan twist is, the reason he went to jail was...
Right, as you're already probably aware, as rumours spread like wildfire around here, don't they? I am going to prison. I had $3,000 worth of fines I did not pay, and I thought it would be cheaper if I just did the stint in jail. Sorry, kids, but that's...
Like, I've been fined before, and, like, not gonna lie, some of those fines are pretty big. And if you can't pay for them, they just, like, take them out of your paycheck. Like, you can arrange to have them, like, take $5 to, like, $12 off you, like, every week or some shit.
Yeah, no, I do know about that.
Yeah. Why the fuck did you go to prison? They just...
Because he's a stoner, man.
Oh, true, right?
Reality, just trying to teach you some hard life lessons here, alright?
His life lesson was, you should go to maximum security prison.
Fuck off. He didn't go to maximum security
Yeah,
prison
right.
for unpaid fines. You're there with, like, murderers and rapists and shit. What are you in here for? Oh, I didn't pay my parking tickets and they added some extra fines and shit. And? You kill him? No, I just didn't pay. Didn't want to pay.
Instead of paying fines. What an incredible cheapskate. And we're not done yet. That's just setting the scene. A teacher that smokes weed with his students and did time for refusing to pay fines. His backstory. He then says...
So, Miss Corley will be taking you for those 3 weeks. Thank you very much for filling in, Miss Corley. And I've got to pop over to prison now, actually, to do some formalities. So
Gotta pop over to prison.
as well. Alright, see you in June. Alright, everyone settle down!
As if he still has a job afterwards, right? Like, I don't know if you're legally allowed to work with kids after going to prison like that soon after, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Stop talking! Gonna be doing dungeon grief for the next 7 periods. It's a DVD that which one was it again?
She fumbles into a bag, pulls out a handful of DVDs, puts one in, the kid's chatter dies down, she presses play. What's on screen is an image of her jamming a cucumber into her vagina and moaning, the class erupts in laughter. It's that scene in The Simpsons when Principal Skinner announces that there's a dog in the bin. The teachers desperately try to turn it off, yelling,
Hey, stop it, Taylor! Taylor, can you help us?
and in between all the...
Why would a person put a picture or a video of that onto a DVD? Like, why? You just need to have it ready to go so you can take to like your boyfriend's house to be like, all right, watch some of this, a little home movie I made, right?
I love the way he set the scene. It really is like an M. Night Shyamalan twist. I love the way he set the scene with, like, look how bad this stoner teacher was. By the way, that's not the story.
Yeah, right. It's just setting the scene. Paul's on a pretty good frame as well.
Yeah, true. Meme that, kids.
Eruptions of laughter and kids are falling onto the ground crying. She manages to yell, "Class dismissed! Everyone get out! Go, go, go!" So the kids stampede out of the classroom, yelling, whooshing, laughing, and I really like the word whooshing in that. It is the perfect sound for that moment. Did you see it was a pussy? Country town. Weird tradies who glass boyfriends for doing precisely nothing to their country targets that are... What's the difference between them and a normal target? They have more Lee Kernaghan CDs to their non-stop ads about shit. Banning and price. That's where the real soul of this country is. In any town that has a name like Barangadagda. Our cities are basically just a half-assed Singapore at this point. And if you agree with that, rip the like button even harder than English teachers rip billies with students in country towns,
Wow.
which is extremely hard. Share and...
And as we always do, following our Friendlyjordies videos, we've got another infomercial. This one's pretty dumb. It's not. It doesn't show first world problems, but it's pretty dumb. It's a little bit dated, so
Oh.
I'm just gonna let it automatically get to it. All right.
I just... Fuck, man. There have been some real fucking funny videos
Yeah, man.
on today's episode.
We're just curating. That's also another thing we do. We just curate, pick out funny videos.
Oh, shit, dude. We've been going for like 2 hours.
Hi, I'm Joe Gray with the Gojo hands-free. The only device on Earth that's truly hands-free. These things are not hands-free.
Oh, fuck off, man.
You have to hold your phone. And these are not legal for hands-free driving. The Gojo goes on in 1 second. Hello? 1 Mississippi. Hey, Mom, I can't talk right now. Only the Gojo has both hands free. No batteries.
Fuck off, man.
True hands-free.
It's easy to use, easy to figure out. It's perfect.
Freaking awesome. And it works with all phones. Stick the high-density suction cup to the back of any phone. Flip phones, cordless phones, even landlines. And pop it out.
Why would you want to fucking use a landline like that, man? Dude, this is retarded, man. These fucking testimonials. Yeah, man, it looks so cool.
You know it's dated because they still talk about landlines and like it's got a cord. I don't think you can buy like a landline phone anymore with a cord.
I've got a new fucking invention, alright? It's called tape and vape.
Just tape the vape to your mouth and vape whenever you want, hands free.
Oh, sorry, officer. I wasn't driving and vaping at the same time.
One hand, so you can keep your eyes on the road. It is so simple. I love it.
I don't have to keep my hands on.
Look at her flip phone. It's like
Give me a break, dude.
My cell phone. I don't have to worry
to answer your phone, the Gojo can be holding your phone. Hello. I can get email right now. Hold on while I put my ear thing. I'm typing as we speak. I need 2 hands to type. Hold on. My office line is ringing. Let me call you back. Okay, bye. Hello. Hey man, I just hung up with Jim.
He's fucking around.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Okay, can you hear me? And yes, the Gojo will hold the weight of your phone. Even the weight of a 5-pound laptop. Any phone bigger.
He's a 5-pound laptop. I can just see people with like iPads and shit.
Small, even the most radical moves won't knock it off. 100 hold. Successful. Call now and I'll send you 2 Gojos for just $10. And I'll throw in my super grip mat absolutely free. It grips and holds your phone, music player, or anything else you can think of. Dude, really? Yes, sir.
Dude,
I want
really?
every member of your family to have a Gojo. So call now and I'll double the entire offer. Just pay processing and handling. That's 4 Gojos and 2 super grip mats for just $10. Dude, that's awesome. Here's how to order.
And that's the infomercial for this week.
By the way, that fucking old guy looks a bit like Andy.
Yeah, I know who you mean. We can't specify which Andy.
I know, but I just found that funny. That last video really upset me.
What, the Gojo?
This Gojo really upset me.
Why?
It's so fucking retarded. They really annoyed me. Like, really bad. Like, that made me just so angry. Like, the fucking big hot dog was a bit weird, but I could kind of see both the humor and...
the problem they were trying to solve?
Yeah, and I was like, I wouldn't mind buying something like that and eating it over a small period of time, like a couple days or something, or if I got people over, just buying a big hot dog instead of like a whole bunch of burger patties. This fucking thing just served to piss me off big time.
Couldn't you use it at work? You could just be like, you can now serve your patrons while also talking on the phone.
I'm very adept at just doing everything one-handed anyway, but like, I'm going to go eat. I've had enough.
Alright,
That really upset me. Like, you don't realize how dumb this fucking video is.
Well, another great infomercial selection by us. Well, that's episode 7. Longer than all our videos so far.
Longer, better, uncut.
Yeah, good work on this time code. We got a time code next time. But yeah.
I left him at home.
But yeah, guys, statistically, none of you guys are watching, so it doesn't really matter what we say at this point. But subscribe and comment down below.
Please do.
Come on!